Thanks everyone
very much.
Thanks,
Josh. Mark, thanks Nick.
Here we are.
What a brilliant segue that interview was to the next section that we're going to now. So media agencies have to evolve to adapt to the changing landscape. And as Nick said yesterday, and that's right, Mark, do you want to go under the camera? Cheers. And as Mark just talked about just now, we need to have more consultative partnerships with our clients. Now, one area that is relevant to almost all client organisations today is digital transformation. Now, for this reason, whilst we may not be the only agency that is offering consultancy services, we are purposefully being more focused in our approach to be around digital transformation. Now, Bianca is going to come up and talk to us about products that are already ready and waiting to be sold under the Blink umbrella.
Thank you very much, Josh, and hello everybody. I'm absolutely delighted to be here. For those of you who may not know me, I am Bianca Best and I'm Global Managing Director of Blink Consulting. And I'm really sad that we're not together in person, but really looking forward to sharing the next 25 minutes with you. And as a perfect segue from a lot of what Mark and Nick were just talking about, going to share with you the world's first applied consulting proposition. And now even the title for this section is compelling. And I'm sure you're going to be inspired by what I'm going to share with you over the next 25 minutes. So I'm going to talk about, I'll do a little bit of context setting, talking about the age of acceleration to begin with, where I really want to just set some landscape scenery around why right now is a moment that really necessitates consultative services for media agencies. Then I want to get into the meaty stuff around Blink Consulting, the why, the what, the how, and I want to take you through the 5 structured pillars that we've created as part of our new business model. And I'm going to be joined by some of our leadership team, the colleagues that have helped to shape this new business model. And then, importantly, we're going to talk about scale and how we can enable markets to onboard at pace and really drive the world's first applied consultancy division. So, we're all well aware that we are indeed in this age of acceleration where technology is transforming lives exponentially. And it's very interesting when we think about that phrase, the terminology, digital transformation. It's actually quite tired, and we've been talking about it for over a decade now. So when we look at the work that we've been doing with our clients and our partners, how we've been supporting them on their digital transformation journeys, it's interesting how it only takes a global pandemic to highlight who has got that technological foundational solidity or not to be able to navigate a crisis. It really does expose where there are potential flaws and dangers. And where we look at digital maturity across all of our clients, there naturally will be variance in terms of sophistication. But what is consistent is that all of our clients today are expecting faster, bigger, and better. So as their agency partner, we absolutely should be set up to deliver this. So what does the ideal partnership look like today? Well, you'll see on the screen some very familiar stats. When we look at digital media spend, it's now 54% of total media spend. Interestingly, clients are now investing over 26% in their MarTech. It's a significant consideration. And unsurprisingly, e-commerce investment is growing year on year at 19% at the last recording. And we anticipate that this will be even higher next year. So our clients are investing in this space. They're focused on the transformation agendas. But who do they turn to? Who can they trust? Well, they don't want a boutique digital consultancy that doesn't actually have broader business savvy, but neither do they want a faceless corporate identity, a faceless corporate entity that doesn't actually have implementational power. What our clients are looking for is a partner that understands their business, that works on their business on a day-to-day basis, a partner that has access to best-in-class digital talent across media and beyond. And fundamentally, they're looking for a partner that can really support them on driving a business-centric transformation roadmap. So Blink has been designed to close this capability gap. We recognise that it's absolutely core. So introducing Blink Consulting. Our beautiful positioning statement is that we are a third millennium consultancy designed to unleash the full potential of digital transformation. Now, this is not just an ideological construct. This is born from solid experience. And I'm going to talk about this in a moment. This is fundamentally a consolidation of existing capabilities. We are already delivering consultancy and offering digital advisory services across MediaCom. So right now represents a moment in time where we're consolidating all of this excellence into a consultancy proposition that really helps MediaCom step into becoming an agency of the future right now, today. And our consultancy proposition is reflective of where we see that market opportunity, where we see we're potentially losing budget to other competitor consultancies, but also is reflective of our client need, of the requests and demands that are coming into us from our clients. So, like I say, this is not just an ideology. This is grounded in practice. We are not just theoretical consultants. We are distinguished from traditional consultancies by the very merit that we have a long heritage already of collaborating with our clients. We understand their customer base deeply. We are very used to finding new ways of driving growth and finding those new growth opportunities. And we understand how to navigate that really undulating media landscape. So we've already evidenced how we can work on a consultative basis with multiple clients. Look at the work that we've been doing with Uber that has now enabled this phenomenal global win. Look at clients such as Adidas, where we've already structured a digitally mature team, which is having phenomenal impact. And then legacy clients such as Mars, where we've worked with them for over 20 years in driving their transformation agenda. We've clearly got experience where we've evidenced that we can have impact when we work on a consultative basis and bring together guided specialisms that helps our clients navigate a rapidly changing world. So at the start of this year, we conducted a capabilities audit globally, and thank you to everybody who participated in this audit. It was a really interesting discovery process where we asked all markets to let us know where you had delivered work on projects that were supporting clients on the transformation journey and that sat slightly outside of our traditional media remit. Fantastically reassuringly, what the audit revealed is that we already have 150 consultants existing within MediaCom globally, and we already have 70 case studies, 70 instances of where we've driven an out-of-scope transformation agenda for our clients, and we're already actively delivering consultancy in over 20 markets. Which is why I want to keep emphasising that this consultancy proposition is a consolidation exercise. It's bringing together the excellence that already exists across MediaCom. So when we think about how we take this proposition to market, it really is about stepping into the real-time era in a unique and proven way. We're looking at how we strategically implement and the fact that we can do this by integrating client and media teams with consultants that deliver that specialist guidance. We're able to accelerate rapidly because we are able to deploy. Unlike traditional consultancies, we don't just do the thinking, we can do the activation. And we can do that internally within MediaCom, where we have the capabilities that already exist in-house, or we can do it through our structured partnerships with our sister agencies across the WPP network. And I'll talk a little bit more about that a little later. But ultimately, what we're doing is simplifying a very complex and overwhelming landscape for our clients into a very solid, clear proposition that starts to bring together the great and the good of MediaCom, all the expertise, and enables us to support our clients and have a right to have a seat at the table to drive the transformation agendas. We are able to deliver excellence and very rapidly on board. So introducing our business model, which has been created after doing significant analysis of our global client growth plans and really interrogating what it is that our clients are asking us for support on. And Also being very aware of the overall marketplace and where those budgets exist that we potentially feel that we have a right to play in and to claw some of those budgets back. So we've created 5 solid pillars where we see the biggest and clearest opportunities and where we know there's demand from our clients. And I'm going to talk about these pillars in detail, but as an overview, pillar number 1 is around digital maturity. So really it's that evaluation of where a client sits currently on their transformation journey and acts as a guidance into where budget should be focused and which should be the priority areas of focus for our clients as they continue their transformation agenda. Then platform activation, looking at which partners and platforms are going to unlock the best growth for our clients. Then applied innovation, looking at the power of emerging technology to drive growth. And then leaning into in-housing and structuring a way of solving our clients' challenges in that space and demystifying perhaps some of the concern and overwhelm about in-housing. And then integrated e-commerce. So just going into each of these pillars briefly. Now, digital maturity is a pillar where we really start to support our clients in assessing how they should prioritise areas of focus as they look to deliver against the transformation agenda. So looking at data in the first instance, it's how to unlock and map this valuable asset to really lean into data-driven marketing. It's understanding what intelligence around consumers already exists, and then looking at digital maturity modelling and creating blueprints and ways that we can evaluate immediately where a client is so that we can support them as they work out where to invest and what tools and talent that they need as they activate their next growth path. And then platform activation. This is an area where a lot of clients are asking us for support now. The ad tech and MarTech landscape, it's increasingly complex, it's costly. Clients recognise that where they're investing that 26% of budget, they really need to be considering intuitively what the right solution is for them. So we could support from an agnostic viewpoint in looking at optimal vendor selection if there's an agenda around CRM or CDPs, for instance, and looking at evaluating the difference between a Salesforce cloud versus Adobe and just supporting our clients in what is the right route. It could be looking at overall framework design, ensuring that legacy systems and lock-ins aren't actually limiting growth. And I'm going to go into some detail in a minute with a partner who's leading and supporting on platform activation. But just before I do, I want to highlight some fantastic work that has come out of the MENA region around platform activation. Now, Ayad and his brilliant team who head up MediaCom in MENA had an interesting proposition at the start of this year where Nadek, which is Saudi Arabia's second largest dairy manufacturer, already a client of MediaCom, came to Ayad and his team and said, this year we have huge ambitions to deliver end-to-end transformation and we're already in tight partnership with SAP. So MediaCom lent heavily into looking at how MediaCom could apply a deep integration to that triangular partnership in such a way that it became transformative. So after months of planning and plotting and collaborating to create a utopia of a partnership, Ayad and his team managed to secure an extra $300,000 worth of income, secure an 18-month relationship, and the activation has been brought forward at such pace. What SAP had originally scoped as a 14-month initiation project, so 14-month the work would begin, it was brought forward to start immediately. And the client's happy, and it's a wonderful success story. So huge congratulations to Ayad and his wonderful team. Now, as part of platform activation, we're obviously looking at how we can really unlock the partnerships that clients already have. And a huge platform partner is Salesforce. We don't necessarily have the capabilities within MediaCom with certified engineers and technicians to be able to consult at a deep level of deployment in terms of the Salesforce partnership. But what we have created is solid relationships and partnerships to work with sister agencies across WPP who can support. So I'm going to hand over now to Jaap, who's going to tell us about Salesforce Consultancy. If we could play the video, please.
Hello everybody, my name is Jaap van Oort And I'm Strategy Director at eMark, and we are the Salesforce Center of Excellence within WPP. We, as Salesforce Center of Excellence, have done over 1,000 projects on Salesforce technology. With our 150 plus professionals, we leverage the possibilities of the platform across all the domains of media, marketing, commerce, and service, both for B2C as B2B. So as we like to say it, we fuse content, CRM, and media. And that's a unique cross-domain proposition. Because with the technology of Salesforce, when we activate the data and personalize the end-to-end customer experience, well, we need more content. So when we work with advertising and content agencies, we typically see a need for way more content. Also, on the intersection of CRM and media, we also see lots of traction. Particularly with the death of the third-party cookie, there is a need for first-party data. First-party data to be efficient with all the media planning, to have new tactics in place, new technology, CDP, based on Salesforce technology, where we can bring the first-party data, bring those to our media colleagues, so to say, to do efficient media planning and get a really high return on ad spend. So on this, on the intersection of content and both media, we really have a strong proposition to go to market together. Great example, for example, is Tassimo. Tassimo, they sell coffee on a global scale, and we service them with their marketing technology based on Salesforce. We personalize the end-to-end customer experience, which really brought a need for way more content, ranging from email personalization, onboarding journeys, retention campaigns, retargeting on YouTube, retargeting via email, social, and also personalizing the complete web experience. So, as we say it, to wrap it up, lots of our clients have a Ferrari, but they don't know how to use it, or how to drive it, I should say, and where to drive through. So we have a three-step approach. First, we start with a health check. Take a look under the hood, see what tech and data is available. And then as a second part, we translate their ambition to use cases to a 2-year roadmap. A roadmap that together with you, we can roll out and bring to the markets. And then we also take the marketing department on a journey, the marketing department of our clients, together with you. Because new technology requires new ways of thinking, requires new strategies, basically. That's about it for now. Greetings from Amsterdam. Back to you, Bianca.
Thank you very much, Jaap. So now on to pillar number 3, which is our applied innovation pillar. And you might be familiar with this as our blink of yesteryear. So this is an acknowledgement that fail fast simply won't go away. And so supporting our clients as they step into a space of rapid experimentation and activating pilots at scale, at pace, to understand the growth drivers that come from emerging technology is something we are well structured to deliver. And the Mars Launchpad program, which is rolling into year 4, is evidence of how well we're operating in this space. Now, pillar number 4, jumping ahead of myself, is where we're leaning into in-housing. And Fliss referenced this yesterday. We don't want to shy away from it. We intend to support our clients in unpacking the best way to lean into in-housing. So I'm supported here now by our pillar lead around the in-housing space, and I'm going to roll the video for Oscar Garza, please.
Hi folks, my name is Oscar Garza, and I'm leading the in-housing pillar for Blink Consulting within MediaCom. Previous to this role, I operated the global media activation team at Essence for the last 5.5 years. Previous to that, I had actually helped build in-house media teams on the brand side. So I have a lot of experience making the mistakes that our clients are undertaking today. As you can imagine, toward the end of my tenure at Essence, we had a lot of questions around in-housing from our clients, ranging from, should I be doing this, or how do you help me do this? And when I was reflecting on my own experience in choosing to take some of these responsibilities away from our agencies, I started to ask the question of why. And normally you would hire an agency to do something that you cannot do for yourself, or you had some value placed on the function that the agency was doing for you. And I think today we struggle with what value is, and our clients' ability to ascertain that value in their relationships and partnerships and tools, and our ability to articulate that value in the media that we drive for them or the functions we drive for them. So it's my role when we sit down with our clients and our client leads to, one, diagnose what is happening with our clients and struggling with that ability to ascertain value. Is it a matter of cost? Is it a matter of performance? Is it a matter of adjacency or transparency, or the wide array of triggers that the clients are experiencing to prompt a decision around their organization? The next thing that we like to do is go step by step and identify the areas of process where they may or may not have mastery of these marketing functions that we provide for them. Do they have the right people in analytics? Do they have the right people in tech and ad ops? Do they have the right people that understand the function of programmatic and the role of social in their marketing? From there, we break it down even further, where we look at the specific areas of responsibility so that we can have their organization aligned to ours, so we can most appropriately partner on specific areas of marketing and media responsibility. And then following that, we can do the work all the way up and down, not limited to the design, but all the way through the implementation, training, and an ongoing partnership that MediaCom can provide to those clients around further training, media activation, and then sussing out where across the entire group, Group M and WP, we can provide additional services around creative or social media management, Salesforce implementation. We're a large organization and a complex one at that, and we have experience as consultants to go and find the right function that exists out in space and bring it to solve the specific challenges our clients are experiencing. If I leave you with anything, I leave you with this, is that our clients are struggling with value, and cost and performance are two sides of that coin. How do we make sure that our clients understand that we are providing more than what they're paying for, and doing it in the correct environment, be it tactical media analytics or helping them understand what their business growth should look like as a result of our efforts. So if you're struggling with any of these questions, if you have clients that they're seeking to potentially make some mistakes in their near future, please don't hesitate to reach out.
Thank you, Oscar. And now finally into our fifth pillar, integrated e-commerce, heading over to our e-commerce pillar lead, Josh Gallagher. Please play the video.
Hi, I'm Josh Gallagher, and I'm joining you from my home in Singapore to introduce to you the fifth pillar of Blink Consulting, commerce. And I'm super excited about that because e-commerce is now a $59 billion advertising industry. But it's not just about paid media. The shift from bricks and mortar, unlike any other shift in digital spend, has seen a bigger change in the way that we need to consult to brands. In no other area has media and merchandising been so closely linked. We need an integrated e-commerce capability that advises brands on navigating and accelerating through a new, rapidly evolving and essential multi-channel ecosystem. Our mission is to accelerate retail systems, win in modern shopping environments with cutting-edge strategic thinking and technology. What are we going to do? We're going to bring a new perspective to our clients' business, empower their leaders to make better decisions with meaningful insights and analytics. We're going to bring new experience. Our intention is to bring together the existing capability in our business. We've got a powerful community of e-commerce experts and practitioners that we're going to use to build our end-to-end consulting offer. We're going to be enabled by new skills by working in tight collaboration with our partners, such as Code Computer Love, Wonderman Commerce, and the rest of the WPP network. So what are we going to offer? We're going to offer three things. The first one is strategy. 2/3 of our clients have increased their retail investments in the last year, but many still ask questions around growth. They want to know where to win. We've already started answering this for some of our clients today. In our global relationship with dairy food business Fonterra, our end-to-end approach has seen a significant increase in our scope of work. Beyond paid media, we're engaged to provide business intelligence on their digital shelf performance, along with handling their master catalogue, which includes their online shop creation, product description pages, and content across all of their markets. Once we move from where to win, we're going to tackle how to win. And this is about putting plans in place to service our clients across reseller platforms. That's from the likes of Amazon, to Alibaba and Lazada in my own backyard. And importantly, as I've said, this is not just about paid media and commerce, but how we manage owned assets. This could also mean identifying and mastering some new platforms. The Blink team in the UK have recently done this through a partnership with Deliveroo that increased the distribution of Wolf Blass wines over the COVID period by accessing what we're calling the third shelf. And finally, software. We're going to apply tech solutions that do more than just measure outcomes, but enable growth. Data and analytics is the biggest investment by brands into e-commerce as they look to accelerate their growth. Here we'll be bringing new products supported by our network of partners. This might be partnering with Wonderman Commerce to improve data quality and increase conversion with their product information management system. Or closer to home, we'll work with Code Computer Love to audit, analyze, or even build end-to-end direct-to-consumer commerce platforms. But ultimately, our competitive advantage will be being able to take everything through to execution. And we're going to deliver this through our blueprint for retail called Spark. Many of you have heard of Spark as a tool, but what it does is it offers a blueprint for both online and online shopping experiences. Beyond recording data, it supports the jobs to be done. We'll reframe Spark as the cornerstone approach of how we enter, establish, and evolve our clients' commerce business. You'll see in the visual that the Spark framework helps us build a new maturity roadmap. We can understand the client's readiness for expansion, make actionable decisions, and assess how the shopping system is performing. To make all of this happen and take advantage of the growth in retail, we'll be building more than just credentials. We'll have a blueprint of methodologies and proposal collateral. We'll work with our partners to build an operating suite of products and services. And most exciting for me, we're going to build training programs to get our teams up to speed. And I'm going to launch an e-com community that's really going to drive our value proposition into excellence at pace. And finally, for all the client leaders and markets out there, we're going to offer clear commercial models to build a pipeline of out-of-scope revenue as we build for the IP that we have around delivering world-class commerce solutions. So that's it for me today, but that's a perfect segue to hand back to Bianca to talk about some of the numbers.
Thank you, Josh. So yes, in terms of numbers, we have huge ambitions because we believe in this proposition. We believe in the potentiality. We're creating a simple pricing model that puts us on a par with traditional consultancies. We've done a lot of benchmark analysis here, and we would like all key markets and regions to appoint Blink Consulting ambassadors. So when we host our deep dives in the next couple of weeks, we would really love you to be represented there so that we can start rapidly onboarding this business model. We're going to be building out a consulting P&L and ensuring that consultancy is core to all client growth plans. In terms of targets, 5 million next year, doubling the year after. And in terms of delivering excellence, in front of you, you see a structure that we fundamentally believe is core to enabling global scale. We have a centralized digital leadership team that are focused on product excellence within each pillar. So building out the collateral that Josh just mentioned for every single one of these pillars. So you have creds, you have proposals, you have blueprint methodologies, and all of that collateral sits within a Blink Consulting team site. We are engineering this so it's a plug and play consultancy model. With our 150 consultants around the globe, we already have a network of excellence. And through the team site, you'll be able to access who these people are and be able to activate in market. We've also, within the team site, we signpost the sister agencies within WPP that we're collaborating with for execution. In terms of the overall proposition, we have confidence in this because we already understand the digital landscape. We already have these 150 consultants and case studies. We can deliver end-to-end consultancy. We are not just theorists. We are pragmatists, and we can operate with agility, with rapidity, and we have a lot of confidence. So I'm really looking forward to the deep dive sessions, and thank you so much for your time, and thank you to my colleagues who joined in this presentation today.